All right, let's talk about one of the most head-scratching, frustrating claim denials out there, provider not eligible. It seems impossible, right? But today we're going to build a simple, repeatable playbook to solve it, and solve it fast.
Ugh, we have all been there. You know, you are positive the provider is credentialed, you know they're active with the payer, but that claim comes back denied with the reason that just makes zero sense. It's a really common roadblock, but today, we're going to clear that path for good.
I mean, just look at this. It can feel like there are a million ways a claim can get denied. It's overwhelming. But here's the secret. You don't have to know everything all at once. The real key to success is mastering each denial one by one. And today we're tackling a big one.
Okay, let's get into it. The specific case we're opening today is the provider not eligible to perform the service denial. Now, that wording makes it sound like there's a huge problem with the provider's status, and our job is to play detective and find out what's really going on.
So, where does any good investigation begin? It starts with gathering the basic evidence. Your first move, every single time, is to get on the phone with the insurance carrier and get the facts straight from the source.
And let me be crystal clear about this. These two pieces of information are non-negotiable. The very first thing you need to ask for is the denial date and the specific claim number. These are your starting clues. They're your ticket into the case file.
With those first clues in hand, we can now launch the main investigation. And don't worry, it's not complicated. I'm going to walk you through a simple 3-step check that's going to uncover the real reason for this denial almost every single time.
So here's our game plan. First, we verify the provider's dates. Second, we confirm their specialty on file. And third, and this is the real game changer, we cross-check our own claim history. Let's break each of these down.
First up, timing. You're going to ask the insurance rep for 2 specific dates, the provider's effective date and their termination date in their system. The date the service was performed has to fall right between those 2 dates. It sounds so basic, but believe me, you'd be surprised how often this is the entire problem. Okay, step 2. We're checking the provider's specialty. You need to ask them, what specialty do you have on file for this provider? A simple data error, like having a surgeon listed as a pediatrician, can absolutely cause a denial for a surgical procedure. It's a classic data entry mix-up. And this brings us to the most critical step in the whole investigation. While you still have that rep on the line, pull up your own billing system. You're on a mission to find out if this exact provider has been paid by this exact carrier before. This is your ace in the hole, your smoking gun.
Now, this is really important. This 3-step process is an amazing guide, but it's not a substitute for your own expertise. The source material says it perfectly. Every case is different. Think of this framework as your toolkit, but you are the expert investigator who knows how to use those tools to solve the case.
Okay, so you've done the 3 checks, you've gathered all your evidence. Now, based on what you found, you're at a fork in the road. There are 2 very clear, very different paths you can take from here.
And this chart lays out those 2 paths perfectly. On one hand, if you did find past payments in your system, boom, you've got undeniable proof of eligibility. You can confidently tell the carrier this is their error and request an immediate reprocessing, making sure to reference those paid claims. But if you look and find no history of payment, stop. Do not ask for a reprocess. That is a massive red flag that points to a much deeper credentialing problem, and you need to escalate that immediately to your account assignment manager or whoever handles credentialing issues.
So we've walked through the problem, the investigation, and the 2 possible solutions. Now let's just boil it all down to one single powerful rule that you can use every time you see this denial.
Here it is. This is your golden rule. Forget what the carrier system might be saying right now. Your own internal payment history is the ultimate proof, the ultimate truth teller. It's the fastest, most powerful evidence you have to overturn their mistake. Always trust your own data.
And there you have it. You now have a clear, effective playbook for solving the provider not eligible denial. You've officially turned a frustrating roadblock into a simple step-by-step puzzle. So the only question left is, which denial are you going to master next?